So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm doing a tag today. I've never done a tag before in all the time that I've been on YouTube. But Inside Beauty with the Old Girl, better known as Sheila to most of us, has created her very own tag. And she asked us to join along. And I know that YouTube is all about the connections and the friendships. More than any product or anything that we review, it's about the connections that we're making here, especially in the mature beauty community. So when Sheila created this tag and asked us to participate, I was definitely on board. So if you want to hear 7 weird things about me, then that'll help you get to know me a little bit more. And I think we all have just a little bit of crazy in us. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around. We're about to get right into it.
You look so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be. And all the dudes are trying to stop.
This is About Face with Mona. It's a channel geared towards everything for the mature woman. We talk about beauty, skincare, and lifestyle. And it's just about living our best life in our second half. We cover all kinds of topics related to things that impact us after we reach a certain age, whether that be 40, 50, 60, 70, or beyond. So if you haven't subscribed and these kind of things interest you, consider joining my family and hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell, and that'll tell you if I upload a new video. So I want to thank Sheila for being innovative and for being creative and lightening the mood a little bit. It doesn't always have to be about something serious on YouTube. We can have lots of fun and just laugh at ourselves a little bit. And that's what this tag does. So I'm breaking my ritual of not doing any tags, and I'm going to do one today. If you're a content creator, I think that you should do the tag too and let everybody know just a little bit about you. It's just for fun. And if you're not a content creator, tell us your answers in the comments. Let me hear what are the weird things about you that we might like to know. We all have these little idiosyncrasies. I'm going to start with the first one. Oh, also don't forget to go and check out Sheila's channel. Her name will be in the description. My first one is that I am anti-brand name and I'm anti-trend. I have things with brand names on them, and just like most of us, I like nice things, but I just have this strong aversion to paying a brand a lot of money for a high-priced item to give them free advertising, right? We're advertising their very, very expensive product for them after paying a boatload of money. Something about that I just don't like to do it. I don't want to walk around like with the name Gucci on me, or I don't want to walk around with the name Chanel on me, or Burberry. So like if it's a purse, a bag, something nice, and it has a big logo, chances are I'm not going to be wearing it. I'm not saying I never buy anything that's a brand name, because my shoes are usually brand name shoes, but I like the logos to be small. And if I can find a boutique item, something that is not a popular name brand, but that is good quality, I'm going to pick that every time. You'll see in an upcoming video, I have a tennis shoe that I've been wearing by a company called Footbill, and that caters to the more mature woman and man who have feet problems. You know, as we get older, we struggle with things with our feet. And they were kind enough to send me a shoe to try out. And not only is it comfortable, but I like it better because it doesn't have a logo, because it doesn't have this big brand name on it. I like quality without a brand name advertised for all the world to see. So instead of me like wanting to flaunt to you that I have a name brand product, I don't want you to see the name brand because I don't want to give them free advertising or encourage people to think that they have to go out and spend a lot of money to put somebody else's name on their body. I know, that's probably strange because I do like nice things. I'd rather get a nice handbag that's quality and sturdy, but that's from a brand, a smaller brand, an indie brand, that's not as well known as some of these big names. I don't want their name on me, and I don't want to pay to put their name on me. And I'm also anti-trend. So for those of you who don't know, this is actually my first time back in my regular filming room since Hurricane Ida hit August 29th, 2020. So there's still a lot of stuff going on around me, but I'm back in here, and that's a start. So let me know how the lighting is. I'm trying some things. Please be honest with your critique. If the lighting is off, give me that feedback so that I can make some adjustments until I get in my new house. So I'm also anti-trend. So as I'm repairing this house and I'm building a new house, you know, modern farmhouses in, of course I like a lot of that, but I just refuse to be trending. I won't do something just because it's a trend. I'll tell you, well, that's on trend, so I don't want that. I want classic. I want timeless. Now we're building a rustic house, but I prefer more vintage, more antiques, more rustic, but I don't want to go with something that's on trend. I'm anti-trend and I'm anti-brand name, so that's probably a little unusual. Also, I have a mayonnaise aversion. I cannot stand mayo, to the point that when I was growing up, I had two brothers, I still have two brothers that are younger than me. I'm the oldest of three, and my middle brother, I'm the oldest, he's 2.5 years younger than me, and we would, of course, you know, do sibling rivalry and have sibling fights. I don't mean physical, terrible fights. I mean play fighting, always picking on each other, that kind of thing. And he would wait outside the bathroom door for me with a tablespoon of mayo. And when I would come out the bathroom, he would fling it at me, like in my face, and it would instantly make me get sick. I won't eat it in potato salad. I won't eat it if it's in a food. I will act like a 3-year-old at a restaurant. I will actually ask them, if I don't know what something is, I will say, does it have mayo in it? If it has mayo in it, I'm not eating it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want it in my refrigerator. I don't want it on my sandwich. It just reminds me of those times when Brian, my brother, used to do that, and I would get instantly sick. He would chase me around the house with a tablespoon of mayo, because that to me was like a horror worse than anything. So the other thing, number 3, is that I have a little bit of OCD, and I guess that is not unusual, except that I'm not organized. So like my makeup drawers, a lot of times I'm getting ready to do a video and I can't find the product that I want to show you. I might have just bought it. I might have just used it. I might have been testing it for 3 days, but I don't remember where I left it or put it or what purse it's in. Sometimes things will be missing for months. I have to have big rings like the Overture bracelet on my keys so that I don't misplace them. So the fact that I'm so disorganized and have a really hard time organizing my things, it seems a little strange that I'd have OCD about other things. I'm not dirty now, I'm very clean. I just am not organized. But I don't like things out of place. So if I walk in my kitchen, it drives me so crazy if somebody like sits at a bar stool and they get out of the bar stool, but they don't put the bar stool back up against the bar. Or if they're at the kitchen table and they get out of the seat at the kitchen table, but they don't tuck the chair back. I have to straighten them. They have to be lined up. When I worked in a dialysis clinic as a nurse, you had like 24 dialysis chairs for patients to sit in. I actually put tape on the walls, like little tiny strips of tape. And when the technicians would finish with the patient, I was over the clinic, I would want them to straighten the chairs back up in between those tape pieces. I wanted to walk in and see all the chairs in alignment. When the patient got out of the chair and they wiped it down and disinfected it, I wanted them to put it back exactly straight. I didn't want them to not be straight. That drives me crazy. My husband will come in and put something on the table. Poor thing, could hardly leave it down for a second, and I'm like having a fit. Same thing, can you imagine the stress and anxiety that this has caused me since the hurricane? When we've lost windows have been broken, and we still don't have floors in most of the rooms. We just got windows yesterday. And the fact that we're painting and redoing walls and redoing floors is caused us to have to relocate things. So while we're working on one room, we have to take everything out and put it into another room. Like right now in this room, in order to finish putting floors and stuff down in the other rooms, a lot of things are having to come in to this room. I can't tell you the anxiety that that's going to cause me sitting in here with different boxes and things out of place. So that is a little idiosyncrasy that I have. I don't like piles. The other thing is that I won't drink after anybody. Now, Linda at Mature Sass, she has a fashion channel. You might want to check her out too. She did this tag, and she had this same one. And she is single. I am married. But she mentioned kissing a boyfriend and him saying, I can't believe you'd kiss me, but you won't like let me drink after you or whatever. Well, that is the exact same with me. I love my children more than life, and my husband as well. If they drink out of something, I would never tell them anything, right? But after they drink out of it, I'm not going to pick it back up. I'm like, oh no, I'm done. I'm finished. I don't want any more. My husband will say, that's crazy. Like, you'll kiss me, right, on the mouth, but you won't drink after me or let me drink after you. I don't know what that's about, but I don't. The other thing is I have to rinse my bowls, my plates, my forks, my glasses before I eat out of them. So I'm very picky about how clean my dishes are, which I think most of us want our dishes to be clean. But once they're clean, they're dry, they get put away into the cabinet. I don't know, like, if, not that I have bugs in my house on the ordinary, but I don't know if something has crawled on them. You know, you never know when something's going to come in. I'm not trying to make you think I have a house full of bugs. I do not. But I just don't know what's touched them, or if they have any dust have settled on them or anything. So I have to rinse them. So they're clean, they're washed, they're dried, they're put away. But I'll rinse my fork, I'll rinse my glass, I'll rinse my bowl, I'll rinse my plate before I use it again. Now, the really bad thing is that I'm like that when I go to somebody else's house. So like, I couldn't go to my mother-in-law's house and not like rinse the bowl, or be a guest at my son's house for a meal and not rinse the bowl or the cup or the fork, or be at a restaurant and you'll see me with my napkin underneath the table wiping off the fork. So that can hurt people's feelings. And it's not that I think that their house is not clean, it's, I don't know what it is. I camp, I'm an outdoor girl, I'm kind of a tomboy, I'm not afraid to get dirty. One of my favorite things is being barefoot in the mud. I definitely love the swamps and the outdoors and the bayou, and so it's camping and hunting, so it's not about getting dirty, but it's something about my silverware, my plates, I guess what's going into my mouth, what's going into my body. I want it absolutely squeaky clean. And I just can't not wipe it. Like, decency and manners would say that you would just not do that at somebody else's house. But I'll end up getting up and going rinse it or wiping it. So those are my weird things. So I would love to hear what yours are. Don't forget to go and check out Sheila. And don't forget that on the 28th, I have a collaboration on parenting with Lady MC. Her channel is going to be linked below too, so maybe you can start to get to know her before the video. We have children that are 20 years apart. Her and I are 20 years apart. And we want to talk about a conversation, or to restart a conversation that I had started last month. Because things were so crazy here, in that video, I had started at the table. People were coming in and out, in and out, in and out, and I didn't have my quiet space since my life has been disrupted because of the hurricane. And so I started in the kitchen, and people were going in and out, making so much noise that I couldn't film, that I got up, and the only other place where I had a clean wall and a clean space was in my closet. So literally I was filming that video sitting on like one of those big huge cat litter boxes with a ring light in front of me, with the closet wall behind me, in my closet. That's how I finished that video. That's what life's been like. So I want to do it again, and I want to do it where I'm not rushed and distracted and sitting on a cat litter box in a closet. I want to come out of the closet. I'm going to come out of the closet, and we're going to restart the conversation. Check out Lady MC. We're going to talk about parenting from 2 different aspects and how it changes and it evolves, but it doesn't stop as long as you're a parent. I would like all of you to join in the conversation. So if anybody else would like to join that collaboration, we're going to post at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on February 28th. Just put the hashtag Parenting Adult Children Bite Your Tongue. And I'll have that linked in the comments too. In the description, not in the comments. So you guys have been great about participating in my giveaway of gently used and sometimes new products. I am decluttering prior to my move to my new location, and I only need a few items. So I'm giving away my gently used items. Some can be sterilized, and the other things that I'm giving away aren't things that have touched my face or that have been contaminated in some way. So what I'm giving away this time is the MAC Strobe Face Glaze Illuminator. This is a really nice illuminator, highlighter, really good for mature skin because it doesn't have glitter in it, but yet you dot it on. This came out with their bronze collection. And it definitely catches the light. It's very pretty. I think it would be pretty on any skin tone. And so if you would like this, go to the description. You'll see my email address. I do it that way because it's time-stamped, so I know when the first email came in and I know who gets it. It's not a giveaway. It's not a contest. You have no requirements to receive it. You just have to be the first one to ask for it. So this is one item. The second item is by Pure. This is a 4-in-1 correcting primer. Energize and Rescue Skin Aloe Coconut Water. So if you're allergic to coconut water, this won't be for you. And probiotics. It's silicone free. It looks like this. And I think I've only used it one time. I'm looking for blurring things. I don't know why, but I just never use this. The last thing is by Mother Pat. So this is a dual highlighter balm. This is before she came out with her powder highlights. It's got a clear balm on one end that just gives you that soft illumination and glow without heavy glitter. And then you have a shimmer on the other end. I don't want to touch this. I put this on with a brush because I had anticipated it being in a giveaway. I think I just reviewed it one time and I had put it on with a brush. So you have your highlighter and you have your balm. So if anybody is interested in that. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the tag. I hope you put your idiosyncrasies or unusual things in the comments. I'm wearing my earrings by Wendy, My Life Wendy. Her channel will be in the comments as well. If you would like some beautiful jewelry, contact Wendy and she can make something up for you. Until next time, go out and live like Mel.
She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under this outer smile, we'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lying.